The first item, consider approving a grant agreement between Mesa County and the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration for the Safe Streets and Roads for All Supplemental Planning and Demonstration Grant in the amount of $245,000 and authorize the Regional Transportation Planning Director to sign. Rachel Peterson is here to present.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rachel Peterson, Senior Transportation Planner with the Regional Transportation Planning Office. I bring to you this grant agreement, which we've been working on with Federal Highway for a while. And it is to really focus on three things. One of those is to do a messaging and outreach study. So just kind of getting like what are good ways to get safety messaging out to the community and that sort of thing. And then also doing a high risk network. So in our Mesa County Safety Action Plan, we have a high injury network, which is more focused on the urban areas because that's where a lot of the crashes actually occur. But this high-risk network will look at the rural roads in Mesa County and kind of look at more of like the condition and quality of the roadways. And then that will kind of help us determine maybe where to make improvements to those rural roadways. So that way we're proactive with crash reduction. And then the third thing is mobile and fixed speed feedback signs. So this will benefit Palisade, Mesa County, Grand Junction, and Fruita. Each of the communities will be getting speed feedback signs to put in the community. Kind of, we like the Palisade model. When you go the speed limit, it gives you that little smiley face to show that you're doing good things. So we're kind of following suit with that model in Palisade throughout the rest of the county. And yeah, please let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer them.
All right, Commissioners, do you have any questions this morning?
Yeah, on the high-risk network assessment, so you're looking at City of Grand Junction roads, intersections, county roads, intersections, CDOT road intersections, and classifying them as either high-risk intersections, correct?
It will mostly be, so we have a high injury network, which is kind of the urban valley core, if you will. So that's like Fruita area, basically all the way to Palisade and down, not quite to Whitewater, but kind of in that area. And then the high risk network will just kind of look at that outside area, including Colburn, DeBeck, and just the other parts of Mesa County. So it will be, determining, based on the condition of the roadway, is that intersection, does it have blind spots? What, kind of looking at all of the details and configurations of those roadways to determine whether it's a high risk area and if there is any sort of capital improvement that's needed in that space.
Okay, because I know like the county has its own standards for like when you modify a two-way stop to a four-way stop. Do you make recommendations? Is it based on standard? How does that happen?
I think we're going to procure a consultant probably for that effort, and we'll be working closely with Mesa County Engineering to determine that. So I think it'll be like in our Mesa County Safety Action, we had project cards, which were kind of engineering level recommendations for areas of concern. And I would foresee something like that happening in this case as well with the high risk network of, maybe that's a two-way stop sign now, and maybe in the future it should configure to a four-way, and that will be kind of identified as we do that study and process.
And I assume that takes crash data into consideration.
Crash data and just the configuration of the roadway, since we don't have as many crashes in the rural areas.
Okay. Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel, I just want to give you an idea, and I know that you've worked with AgriWest in the past, and we've had great collaboration around our ag and rural areas. And if we can just kind of keep this going, especially when we move into some of this data informing policy work, it'd be really great to include them in this process. And I know there's a big tie with ag and intersections and how that plays out. And we've done some great work already, but I would just continue that work in this space as well. And then also our road reporter tool, I think we have some great feedback there where citizens have been submitting those. So I just want to make sure that we have all of that information to give you for this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have great relationship with Jeannie and her team over with AgriWest, and we'll continue to work with her, and the road reporter is a good idea. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Does anyone else in the audience have any public comment on this item or questions? Okay, seeing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the item as published.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0.